Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Cadisen C1030. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing my Aragon Dive Master 2, and Greg was wearing my Ben Nevis BN3020G nautical watch. Grogu asked me to call him Grogu the Great. I told him I thought pride was not something the Jedi sought. He said it is now spring and soon will be summer, and pride comes before the fall. Alright, here's the watch. It comes in this box, and the box of course has your warranty card, cleaning cloth, and instructions. And here's the watch itself. I saw this watch on I Like Watches, and I thought it looked interesting, and I wanted to review it. I didn't remember seeing it before, and I assumed it was a new watch. Well, when I was doing research for this review, I found reviews from 3 years ago, so it has been around a while. I wasn't sure what watch it was homaging, but assumed it was an homage due to the quality of the design. It looked like a German design, also known as Bauhaus, so I looked at Nomos, which is famous for that style. And sure enough, I found their Lambda model, which is clearly the inspiration for this watch. The biggest difference being the Nomos does not have a date. The Nomos Lambda is one of their more expensive models, coming in at least $17,000 for a gold one and $7,500 for steel. This Cadisen costs around $50 to $60 depending which store you buy it from. The watch is 41.8 millimeters at the bezel, 50.9 millimeters lug to lug, 14 millimeters thick, has a 22 millimeter lug width, and weighs 117 grams in the supplied mesh bracelet. There's a white dial, and when you look at it closely, there seems to be a tint to it, almost making it a very light silver. Everything on the dial is printed on and nothing is applied. There is the Cadisen name and logo on the left, the word automatic on the right. There are no indices, and the bold minute markers on the chapter ring mark the hours. The hands are thin and blue, and I don't know if they are blued or not, but I doubt it. The minute hand reaches all the way to the chapter ring. The bottom subdial is the running second hand. Small seconds on an automatic can be cool because they look as smooth as a spring drive. At the bottom of this subdial is a date with a round date window. The 6 o'clock date is a good choice. Keeps the watch nice and symmetric. The subdial up top is the power reserve indicator. It is numbered every 6 hours, and it tells you how much power is left on your automatic watch. And see, you can wind it and then it starts going up there, and I checked and it works. The sign crown is a push-pull. No need for a screw down with this style of watch. The crystal is a domed mineral glass with a pretty significant dome to it. Has a pretty good distortion effect there. And I'm not sure what to say about the case. The ad says all stainless steel. However, the entire case is shiny, which implies that it might be a chrome-plated alloy. But I don't want to give it a scratch test because there is no place to do that which would not be visible. I don't want to damage the watch. The case back is a press-on display case back. It gives the model number, water resistance, and says stainless steel. It doesn't say all stainless steel, nor does it say stainless steel case back. So once again, it's kind of ambiguous whether or not this is a steel case or not. The case back shows off the movement. There's no mention of the make or reference number of the movement. I found the watch on Amazon, and somebody asked what the movement was. Somebody responded it was a Hangzhou 2BA0. It is a nice looking movement with plenty of blue screws. Do not buy this on Amazon unless you want a 2-day shipping because you're going to pay $100 for it. The rotor is decorated nicely, but there is no writing. So let's take a look at it at the Timegrapher. Here it is on the Timegrapher. As you can see, it's running pretty fast. Usually a fast watch can indicate some magnification, so I gave it a good 3 zaps with the demagnetizer. But that didn't really help. So this one's just running fast, but it seems to be running consistently fast. As you can see that the line's pretty straight. So let's go ahead and just change some positions here and see if that helps. Move it right there. And that made it even faster. So let's put it right here. And that made it just about as fast as the last position. So yeah, this one's running fast. But then again, though, 21 seconds fast is still within the specifications of, let's say, an NH35. So technically, it's still in specs. So, and at least it's running fast, because you don't want it to run slow. The strap is a mesh bracelet, and unlike most mesh bracelets, there's a proper deployment clasp to it, which is really nice. It makes putting it on and off really easy. There is no quick release, which would have been nice. But then again, this type of watch, I don't know if it would even look good on a leather strap. It looks really good on the mesh, so I think I'll keep it on there. And the sign clasp is not free floating, because when you position it on the strap, there's these little notches here. So you can't put it just wherever you want. But they are really close to each other, so you can size this perfectly. And as you can see, I'm right in the middle there. So you should be able to wear this watch if you have an 8.5 inch wrist, no problem. Here's the watch on my 7.5 inch wrist. Wears nice. I mean, it's a big watch, but it's not too heavy. And it wears nice and flat on the wrist. And once again, having a deployment clasp makes it really easy to put on and off. So I think it looks nice. And I'm not going to show it to you on a leather strap. I think it looks really good on the bracelet it comes with. So we'll just leave it as that. We will not be taking a trip to the loom room because this watch has no loom. In fact, I don't know how they would loom this watch because there's no applied indices or anything. I guess they could loom the dial. And that just would have been very difficult, though, with the design. I doubt the real Nomos is loomed either. So, no loom. This watch doesn't need it. What do I like about this watch? Well, I like the power reserve indicator. It's just cool having one. It's kind of, I took it out last weekend, and it was kind of cool just to see that my basic movement of just doing some shopping and just minor stuff was enough to keep the watch wound. And I really like that the mesh bracelet has a deployment clasp. It makes it really easy to take on and off. And I think the movement is really pretty. It's really nice to look at. So when you have a display case back, you should have a nice looking movement. And this is a nice looking movement. The rotor looks nice too. What are my gripes and groans? Well, I wish it had some quick release on the bracelet. And the movement's pretty inaccurate. It's running really fast. And once again, I seriously doubt this case is stainless steel because it's shiny everywhere. There's not a bit of brushing anywhere, so that usually indicates chrome plating. Do I recommend this watch? Yes, I do. If you're into that German Bauhaus style, then you'll be pleased with this Cadisen. Yeah, the movement's not the most accurate thing in the world, and it is all over the place. But the watch looks great, and the price is right. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Cadisen C1030. And I will be back with another unboxing. I have 3 watches from AliExpress arriving today. Bye.